Let's take another look at Galarian Rapidash, this time in a successful tournament-winning deck list with Victini VMAX. Welcome back everyone to more from the Sableyes. I'm Mitch and today we're going to take a look at Koichi Kimura's winning Victini VMAX deck, featuring of course everyone's favourite, the Galarian Rapidash V. This deck is very, very cool, so I would 100% suggest checking it out in the description whilst you're there. Like the video. What are you, chicken? So here is the deck list that Koichi used to successfully win the 300 plus player Chill TCG tournament. He's played this in multiple tournaments, including Brisbane TCG Open, all that kind of stuff that has been happening recently. It's incredibly strong, obviously. The Galarian Rapidash V, which we featured earlier this week with Cinderace, Libra Horn for 2 energy, means that we can reduce our opponent's Pokemon's HP to 100, and that's any Pokemon on the field, which is very, very good. And then we combine it with yet another fire attacker, except this time utilising Victini VMAX. Now, Mitch, you might ask, why is Victini VMAX that much better to partner with Rapidash? Well, I'll tell you, kind friend. Max Victory is a better attack than Cinderace VMAX's attacks. It's just flat out a better card. Max Victory 100 plus 120 if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, means that we can take knockouts on pretty much anything that is a V Pokemon, that's a basic V Pokemon, really, really easily. Where we're going to struggle, we might struggle with VMAXs, or we might struggle with Tag Team GXs. And what Rapidash does is it actually makes it that much easier for Victini to take the knockouts. If you're playing up against a Tag Team GX, ADP, Pikarom, Mewtwo and Mew, then you use the Rapidash to reduce their HP to 100 and knock them out with Max Victory. Very, very good. You can also use Rapidash V for the same purpose, except against a VMAX Pokemon. Now, one of the problems you might face is that you're going to attack into a V Pokemon, reduce its HP to 100, and then they'll evolve that V Pokemon into a VMAX and the HP will go back up again. But, and get this, if the VMAX Pokemon has 320 HP, which most of them have, then a Rapidash V attacking into a V Pokemon will reduce their HP so that it has exactly 220 HP left. Isn't that crazy? So the only things it's not going to work against are things like Eternatus, which has 340 HP. Those kind of Pokemon you might struggle with, but that's why we have other attackers like Heatran or even Reshiram to help us out there. Plus, we've got 3 boss, right? So we can just boss up things that aren't those VMAXs if we have to. A really, really strong deck, a really nice deck. I like this one way more than the Cinderace one, by the way. So yeah, let's check it out. Hopefully, we get a... This is a Victini deck. I'm just going to state that right now. Don't expect this card to do much all the time, because it's a tech, right? It helps. But hopefully we can get an attack off with it. Let's play... I'm almost get to the end of that take without stuffing up, but I'm not recording it again. Let's play some games. Alrighty, so we are up against a Psychic deck of some description. They've got Gengar and Mimikyu. This could be a perfect opportunity to show off the Galarian Rapidash. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's com. We're going to com away the VMAX. I'm thinking of grab a Dedenne here. Our hand's not brilliant. We do have Victini VMAXs left over, so we're going to be good to go that way. I will attach to the Victini V, and then I'm going to Dedenne. We are looking for Welder and Rapidash, which we don't find. We've got the Rapidash, though, which is fantastic. We'll put that onto the bench. Then I'm thinking we're going to discard the Reshiram, grab some energies, and hopefully the Jirachi finds us a Welder. Alright, we've got one. Brilliant. And that means that we can welder 2 energies onto the Rapidash. We can switch into it. And then we can deal... I think it's going to be 140 damage to this Gengar and Mimikyu. We reduce its HP until it has 100 HP remaining. Let's put an Airballoon on it first. Let's go Libra Horn. There we go. So, a bit of a conversation piece here. So, let's just assume for a second that instead of being a Gengar and Mimikyu, this was an ADP, right? If this was an ADP, it has 280 HP. If we didn't have that Rapidash, then we would have needed to have attacked with Victini. Let's assume the situation is the same. Victini would have had 3 energy on it, because we would have welded those 2 energies onto that Victini. We would have done 3, 6, 9, 12, 120 damage. Which, against this Gengar and Mimikyu, would have been perfectly acceptable. But 120 damage does not half hit an ADP. If we wanted to knock out that ADP next turn, we would have needed to have welded onto that Victini again, or attacked with something like a Reshiram Charizard or a Heatran-GX, which are all acceptable. It just means that there's going to be extra energy required. The good thing here with this Rapidash is that it means I am one energy attachment and an evolution away from knocking out this Gengar and Mimikyu with a Victini VMAX. If it was an ADP, it would be the exact same situation. They would just have 180 damage on them instead of 140. So that is why that Rapidash is so strong. It's not useful all the time. It's one of these things, one of these cards where it is just not always good, but in this situation, perfect. Looks like our opponent has gone for the Horror House here, so we can't play any cards. What we're going to do, though, I think, is we're going to actually Giant Hearth away one of these trainers, probably the Giant Hearth, to be honest. We'll get rid of that and grab some energies out. Make our hand look really, really big, and then Spreading Flames. There's no energy, so we can't. I don't know why they allow you to do that, because there's no energy in the discard pile. This way, we're going to hope that our opponent thinks we have a lot of trainers in our hand, and they attack with Poltergeists. Because we know we only have 2 trainers. This Victini is surviving. They're dealing 100 HP with Poltergeist. The worst thing would be if they decided to attack with something else. Team Yelled Run. They've got rid of the energy on the Rapidash, so I think they think they're getting a knockout. And they're not. Look at this big old hand. 50% of it is energy. Now we can evolve, our Victini. We can attach an energy. Let's just think here, actually. What I think I might do is I might get myself another Victini going. Let's grab Victini V. We can throw that down. And then with Eldegoss, we can welder again onto that Victini on the bench. Because we are likely going to be, we're going to be under some pressure next turn. Whether it's a Dragapult V or a Dragapult VMAX. I'd like to get as close to a second Victini VMAX attacking as I can. I think this is all fine. Let's just max victory here. We'll take the knockout. And again, wouldn't have been possible without that Rapidash. Obviously, if that was a higher HP Pokemon, we were still getting the knockout. And that's why this deck is so strong, right? It's got outs to all of those decks. Now, it's still a welded deck. It still relies on getting the right cards at the right time. But that's acceptable sometimes. You can just live with that. So, yeah. I don't know what to talk about at this stage, because I've already talked about Rapidash, and I've already talked about Victini at length on the channel. So what I might do instead is I might suggest that you go and like the video. That would be great. Also, there's a join button. You can become a channel member. It costs $3 Australian, and if you know anything about the Australian economy, that's like 3 eggs. And you buy 3 eggs, 6 eggs, if they're on special. You can pick that up and you get a whole bunch of different perks, including becoming a special member of the Discord, where you get to chat to me whenever it... Oh, there's a Marnie, that's annoying. That big hand's gone. You get to chat to me on Discord, which is great. So make sure that you, firstly, become a member. Secondly, join the Discord. The link is in the description as well. And then link your Discord with YouTube. Crushing Hammer sucks. That's just absolutely ruined me here. They're going to get rid of the energy off the active, because they're only dealing 130. They're going to put me on 230, which means that I've got, what, 80 HP left? Then I'm going to attack into them. It's going to take me down to 40 HP left. So we need to do these maths. We need to understand the concepts. We at least retain our Giant Hearth, which is fantastic. And we've got the Pokemon. So what we can actually do here is we can scoop up the Jirachi, and then find the VMAX. I think that's probably the smartest thing to do. We could try and find a Dedenne or a Crobat to try and draw some more cards, but to be honest, I think I just want to have my Victini, because as long as I've got Victini, as long as I've got 2 Victini VMAXs and the boss in my hand, I should be able to win this game, because it doesn't matter what I attack into or what my opponent attacks into. So I will max victory here. I'll take 40 damage. Which sucks, because it means that they can potentially take a knockout with the extra damage from Max Phantom. They could actually take a knockout with Energy Thingamajig. What's it called? Energy Assist from Chinchino as well, because that deals 40 damage, so I'm going to look out for that. But, I've said this many times before, if our hand remains the same, will win the game. It does not matter what our opponent does if our hand remains the same. Who's got the money on how long it's going to take to Marnie me here? They're Mallow and Lanarang, which is equally bad. But to be honest, it's actually not that big of a deal because we're dealing 220 HP, 320. Hang on a minute. Was I talking? My maths at the start of the video was wrong. Yes, it was. The Rapidash knocks out everything, including Eternatus. Okay. If you commented that it actually does knock out Eternatus, they used Energy Assist as well. That's pretty neat. If you commented that it does actually knock out Eternatus VMAX, what I want you to do is I want you to go down below and I want you to write a reply to your comment. And I want you to say, "Oops, he figured it out," and then a love heart, because I figured it out. That Mallow and Lana did the maths for me, I think, because we can gust this up and max victory 220. Nailed it. Goodness. If only I could do a small amount of maths, I could be pretty good at this game. We've got ourselves a traditional Victini start, and this is brilliant. All we need to do is attach an energy. I think we just pass. Yeah, just pass. Because it looks like our opponent's playing Rapid Strike of some description. It's either a meme deck, which I have seen a lot of recently. I am in the depths of meme decks at the moment, or they're playing Rapid Strike Urshifu, which is also a good matchup for Victini. If it is Rapid Strike Urshifu, I'll tell you right now, we are probably not seeing that Galarian Rapidash. It is probably going straight in the bin, because we don't need it in this one. It looks like it is a Rapid Strike Urshifu Dragapult V deck of some description, or at least it's a Rapid Strike engine with it's got a Karate Belt. It's gonna have the Rapid Strike Urshifu. Fair enough. Alrighty then. What we need is we need an energy and we need a boss. If we get an energy and a boss, we knock out the Dragapult on the bench, and there's nothing our opponent can do. If we don't get an energy and a boss, then what we need is an energy and some enthusiasm, and we'll be fine. Double Air Balloon is good, but not what we want. Let's Quick Ball. I'm actually going to go for a Jirachi here, I think. We're just going to grab that Jirachi. We're going to throw that down, and then we're going to let it rip with Dedenne and try and draw some cards. We've found a VMAX. We have not found any energy, so let's retreat into our Jirachi, and hopefully we can Stellar Wish into a anything. I think that's that's pretty much all I want to do here. Let's scoop up the Jirachi so that we can at least say that I'll put the Dedenne in the active, I suppose. Let's go back into the Jirachi and maybe we can find a Welder or something for next turn. Oh, we do. We find both of them. Okay. Well, not terrible. At least we have energy. Plus we have the Victini VMAX and the boss's orders. But now we give our opponent an opportunity. I'm actually going to hold the Victini here because I don't want my opponent to be targeting down the wrong one, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we could have, if we'd found that Giant Heart just a smidgen earlier, we would have pretty much won this game. But on the plus side, it means that my opponent, Jirachi Nick, is not going to concede immediately. Which would have probably happened if I had have knocked him out. And if they had have conceded immediately, then you wouldn't have seen the game. Now there's still a chance that you see the game. Getting rid of the Chaotic Swell is not that... getting rid of the Hearth is not that big of a problem. We've got the energy in hand already. That's a problem. Marnie's a problem. I don't know why I say anything at this point. I'm going to hold the Victini so I don't get screwed over. I've got the energy, so it's all fine. Hey, listen, this is perfect. We got stuff to do. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried about it. It's fine. So yeah, we should be okay here. We're going to lose our Jirachi, which sucks, but the Marnie's actually helped us by giving us access to Dedenne or Crobat, although, again, to be fair, we probably would have gotten it anyway. They're going to put all 5 damage counters onto the Victini V, so I'll promote the other one. I tricked you. And then I think we're going to play the Hearth. That'll get rid of that swell. We're going to attach an energy to Victini in the active, I think. Actually, can I? Yeah, no, let's attach the energy. And then I'm going to Crobat and then Dedenne, because I just need cards at this point. Those are good cards. Let's con. We'll get rid of the Victini. We will remove that from our hand and grab ourselves a Victini VMAX. This will deal 220 damage to the active. We'll cop 40 back, but that's okay. And then let's thin out some useless cards in this matchup. I'm just going to grab the Rapidash. We could have grabbed the Giratina, but I think it's better to thin here. I don't really care about those damage counters. Let's just get rid of the Rapidashes, because we don't need them. This matchup is not for the Galarian Rapidash. Bye-bye. Wave goodbye. Oh boy, okay. Max Victory, I suppose. That's just a ripper of a hand. Well, hopefully, I don't have to, you know... Hopefully, I can play Welder at some point soon. Because I've got 3 of them. I just need some energy. We're alright though. If our opponent stays in the active, we just knock them out. And we've got that covered, because we're putting out more damage than they are, which is fantastic. We can also potentially control the amount of Pokemon they have in play. We have Boss, so we can gust up an attacker if we need to. I'm only really genuinely afraid here if our opponent gets a Rapid Strike Urshifu V and an energy attached to that. If they get that, there's the VMAX. If they get that, then they can potentially create some mayhem here. But if they don't have the V, then we're all good. And another Dragapult is fine by me, and another Dragapult with no attachment is extra fine. I'm very happy with that turn, because it means that they're not doing anything next turn. They're not doing anything. I've got another boss. Let's just take a knockout. What are they gonna do? Probably money me out of all of my stuff. Hey, we got an energy for our Welder and a couple of reset stamps as well, which is another card that you can fit in this deck, which is fantastic. Got some money. That goes to all my supporters. Bye, supporters. Oh my god, I hope you didn't want to do anything for the next couple of turns, because you were not drawing cards. We've got an Eldegoss. I don't actually think we've played any supporters yet. We have not. Oh, man. What a fun time. We've got a quick ball, so we can at least search our deck and find that all of our support Pokemon are in play already. At least we can... What are you attaching? Look at a sharp fin me. What are you doing? Big smiles. Okay. Well, that was an interesting play. I probably wouldn't have done that if I were you, Jirachi Nick, but that's okay. We'll just take a prize. Hopefully it's a good one. It's not going to be a supporter because we've used them all. Ah, Pokecom's pretty good. Yeah, we should be fine. There's an energy. And another Marnie. They could have played that Marnie, but they're not going to play it. They're going to play Professor's Research. Fair enough. Because why would you Marnie a person with 4 cards that didn't do anything last turn? Excellent question. I probably should have played the Quick Ball just to double check that I didn't have another Crobat. I almost definitely don't. I can never remember these things, but that's okay. You come here for terrible gameplay and a strong personality. That's pretty much the only reason that you're here. Man, my vote is going very strange for a minute. How are you guys, by the way? I'm still struggling to get the enthusiasm to put up videos at the moment because the decks just aren't fun. But I do have Alakazam V coming soon. And I'm going to do my best to put up at least a couple every week. Also, thank you very much to everyone who watched the podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, then you're dead to me. Let's Pokemon away this Eldegoss. And we, of course, find that we don't have any more draw supporters. There's all of our support. Oh, sorry, we don't have any more draw Pokemon. There is our supporters. What is going on? What am I doing? What am I saying? Let's play the Jirachi down, and we'll just take a knockout. And I feel like this game is very, very quickly going to come out with us as the victor. But you know what? We just keep attacking. We keep hoping for the best. Eventually, we might be able to do something, hopefully. Here comes the Rapid Strike Urshifu V. It's the nice promo one, which looks very cool, but is not as good. I think we're going to be fine. To be honest, though, we could find ourselves in big trouble if they have, like, Zigzagoon quadruple scoop up, which I doubt they have. They're going to go for Eldegoss here. They're going to grab Marnie. Yes, Marnie. Now's the time for Marnie. Yes! Oh, why would you play that? I've not done anything for 2 turns. I've just sat there and max Victory G. That's silly. You shouldn't have done that. Come on, Jirachi Nick. You shouldn't have done that, mate. Now we've got ourselves a switch. Okay. It means we can play our Jirachi into the active and hopefully find a boss to end this torture. Yes, go away. Okay, Jirachi, here we go. We should probably do some thinning. Let's play Giant Hearth, and we'll discard an energy to find 2 more. Now we need a boss. Stellar Wish. Into the boss for game. Alright. I think it's time for me to go to bed. I'm going to switch into the VMAX. We're going to gust out literally anything on our opponent's side of the board, and then max Victory for the victory. Whew. How often do you get to say that? Pretty much all the time. So, there you go. That's another video. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. Thank you, everyone, for becoming a member. Also, thank you, Taco. That month of service was perfect. Back to the Mega Sableye now. Appreciate your contribution. Dadbod, Azazel, continuing their really, really strong support of the channel. Thank you very much. Fernando, Yolo, Stephen, Ty, Agent, Abel, Austin, Josiah, Leaf Devour, Robsy, Caster PD, Brad, Shings, Brad, and Justin. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everyone, as well as all of the Mega Sableyes. In and around my head, I'm going to need to change this screen a little bit because it's starting to fill up. Like, I mean, I almost don't fit here anymore. So there goes that one. I will catch you next time for more from the Sableyes. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, join the Discord. Have a chit-chat. See you, everyone. That was a weird ending.